A lot of people are excited about next generation sequencing, and I need to be clear what I mean by this. So this is what's called massively parallel sequencing. This isn't just sending off a multiplex panel like something called snapshot or sequenome. This is literally drilling down to maybe 300 or 400 genes in the genome and going through them in great detail so you can find even rare mutations contained within a cell that may have multiple copies of a gene. There are several companies that do this. Foundation Medicine is the Apple equivalent. It's kind of cool and sexy. There are more kind of PC-like equivalents. So Clariant's doing this. A company called Caris Target Now is doing this, although they're doing a whole bunch of other tests that may or may not be necessary as well in their panel. And the next generation sequencing, the attraction of it is, there's so many mutations being discovered that it gets very confusing. Do I order this test? Do I order that test? This gets rid of that. Maybe you're just going to have to check the lung cancer box. Maybe even you're just going to have to check the cancer box. And you can have the same test for melanoma, for colorectal cancer, for lung cancer, and it's still going to give you those answers. Beyond that convenience, the other big thing about next generation sequencing is that the cost of doing individual tests, both the financial costs and the cost in terms of using up precious tumor material, are going to become prohibitive when you start to be doing more than about 4 or 5 individual tests. The cost of next generation sequencing, at least in the US, is still probably running about $5,000 to $6,000. But if they can bring that down into maybe the $3,000 range, it's actually going to be the better health economic model. So it's going to be interesting to see where that comes. I think it's going to come in the next 3 years. I think we'll be popping stuff in a FedEx envelope and getting back a next generation sequencing platform because the cost is going to come down.